The special panel of judges agreed that the clever inventor of the clock had shown them the most incredible thing, and there was no doubt in their minds that he deserved the hand of the beautiful princess and half the kingdom. A great party was thrown in honor of the inventor, and he was so happy when he saw the beautiful princess smiling at him.
"You have done the most incredible thing," cried the judges. "So you deserve the hand of this lovely princess in return." "Don't be shy, young man. Step forward and kiss the princess,"
said the chief judge. And as the young man stepped forward to kiss his princess, the whole crowd cheered with delight. "You are the most beautiful princess I have ever seen, and you have made today the happiest day of my life," whispered the young man. Everything was going so well until a thin, ugly-looking man leapt out of the crowd. "Shut up, all of you!" shouted the man. "I'm the one who's going to do the most incredible thing," he said. And then he picked up his axe and smashed the clock into 1,000 pieces. The clock looked a very sorry sight, with its cogs, springs and hands flying all over the place. Shrieked the wicked man. "I told you I would do the most incredible thing, and now I've done it." The king and his daughter couldn't believe their eyes when they saw the beautiful clock had been smashed into 1,000 pieces. "How could you have destroyed such a beautiful clock?" cried the king. "Now you've undone all this clever young man's good work."
"What you've done is a wicked thing indeed. But there's no doubt in our minds that by destroying the clock, it's you who has done the most incredible thing," said the judges. "So that makes you the winner of the contest, and the lucky man who's entitled to the hand of the princess. After all, we have to keep our word, even if you do seem rather an unlikely husband for the princess."
The princess was very unhappy at the thought of having to spend the rest of her life with such an ugly man. But she was a responsible sort of girl and wouldn't go back on her promise. So she agreed to marry him. At the church, the princess looked absolutely beautiful in her wedding gown. The guests weren't very happy to see the ill-matched pair, but they pretended to smile as they walked down the aisle. Because weddings are meant to be happy occasions, all the guests made a big effort to look as if they were enjoying themselves, and they all sang in their sweetest voices. Suddenly, their singing was interrupted by a noise coming from outside the church. The church doors flew open, and in rushed the springs, cogs, and all the characters who lived inside the clock. They marched towards the bride and bridegroom and stood between them. "You thought we'd gone for good, but you don't get rid of us that easily," said the characters from the clock. Then all the pieces of the clock started to join together like a giant jigsaw, and in no time at all, the characters had climbed back into the clock. Then the clock started to strike again. 1. Out came the old man with his tablets of stone. 2. Out came Adam and Eve. 3. The 3 kings appeared. 4. The 4 seasons came out. And so it went on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Until all the incredible characters from the clock had appeared again. When all the people from the clock had assembled, they all told the wily old bridegroom that he should be ashamed of himself. But he felt no shame. "How do you expect me to take any notice of simple figures from a clock?" He laughed. The last character to come out of the clock was the night watchman with his cap and his club, and he was very angry when he heard the wicked man's words. The night watchman wasted no time in going straight up to the ugly bridegroom and hitting him on the head with his spiky club until he fell onto the floor and couldn't get up again. He had a bump on the top of his head that was the size of an ostrich egg.
Oh, my head. You can lie there until somebody bothers to pick you up,
said the night watchman.
Yes, we won't help you,
shouted the other characters. The king then ordered the judges to summon the inventor again.
Now the clock has repaired itself, I declare that the inventor should have my daughter's hand in marriage,
he proclaimed.
And can somebody please take this wicked man to the hospital? He's making the place look untidy,
said the chief judge. So the wicked scoundrel was taken away. A few minutes later, the inventor arrived at the church. He held the lovely princess in his arms, and they were married straight away. Nobody was jealous of the happy pair, and perhaps that was the most incredible thing of all.
Thank you.